What's going on, guys? I watched the new film Highest to Lowest last night. This film is currently streaming on Apple Plus, and you can check it out there. The film is directed by Spike Lee. It stars both Denzel Washington and A$AP Rocky, and in this film you find out that Denzel's character is a music mogul that's been in the industry for over 25 years and is about to make one of the biggest money deals of his entire career when his son gets kidnapped by A$AP Rocky's character, and the kidnapper demands that Denzel's character pays $17.5 million in order to get his son back. But then, in a twist of events, you find out that it wasn't his son who got kidnapped, it was actually his godson. They were hanging out together, trading off this headband, and the kidnappers grabbed the wrong kid. So then there's a moral dilemma for Denzel's character. Is he really expected to pay $17.5 million, give up his entire savings, everything he's worked for his godson, someone who's technically not related to him? And he makes the right move, decides to go along with it, pays the kidnapper what he wants, but then it becomes kind of a cat and mouse crime drama between both Denzel and A$AP Rocky. Coming out of this film has to be the performance from both Denzel Washington and Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright's character is the father of Denzel's godson, and of course Denzel Washington is the main character of this film. I think both of them give great performances. I love the moral dilemma between the two of them, how Jeffrey Wright's character feels like he's sort of living off of Denzel, and he doesn't like that. He wants to be his own man. He's had problems with the law in the past. I think both of their characters were done really well by both of these actors. Unfortunately, though, those are the only positives that I have. Now we got to get into my negatives. And the first one is the writing and dialogue for the majority of the characters in this movie is terrible. The runtime is way too long. It's a 2 hours and 13 minutes. You could have shaved 40 minutes out of this movie and it would have been a better packaged film, but instead they overbloat because maybe Apple Plus just has the budget to do that. And at 2 hours and 13 minutes, it feels so long. And that's probably because of my next negative, which is the pacing of this film is an absolute mess. It starts out with this business deal and you're kind of watching the inner workings of this circle. Then the kidnapping happens and you have the police involved, and then you have this chase scene, and then it slows way down again, and it's just the pacing is a mess, which adds to that overbloated runtime. Then there's quite possibly the most unintentionally funny scene of the year when Denzel finally confronts his son's would-be kidnapper. Instead of having an argument with him, talking to him, shooting at him immediately, they decide to freestyle rap back and forth with each other, and it's god-awful. But then probably worse than all of those other negatives is the damn orchestra music that's playing in the background of almost this entire movie. And there's moments, like dramatic moments, where you would almost expect it, but then it's like they forgot to turn the music off because it just continues into other scenes. And it's just randomly missing from little chunks of this movie, but otherwise it's in the background the entire time, and it just made for an abysmal viewing. So Highest to Lowest is a movie that I didn't enjoy, and it's one that I would not recommend to anyone.